Hello and welcome to today's lesson. Today we are going to focus on converting mixed fractions to improper fractions without an algorithm. Let's get started. 2.5 is the same as 2 plus a half. This is the same as saying 1 plus 1 plus a half. In 1, there are 2 halves. In the other one, there are 2 halves. And so in total, we have 5 halves. 5 halves. 5 halves, which is the same as simply 5/2. And that one, we know it is the improper fraction of 2.5. To make it even easier to understand all this, let's think about this mixed fraction in terms of a visual. If I consider circles to represent my fraction, 2.5 will be a mixed fraction in between 0 and 3 as a whole number. And that tells me if I consider 3 circles, based on the denominator of the fraction of this mixed fraction, which is 2, it means that every one circle is partitioned into 2 equal halves. And therefore, the first circle, which represents 1, I am interested with the 2 halves that make that 1. I'm also interested with the 2 halves that make the other one whole. And I'm interested with 1 half out of the third circle. And in this case, we end up with 5 halves, which is simply 5/2, our improper fraction. Now, what about the second question, 1/3? What does that mean? 1/3 is the same as 1 plus a third. In 1, there are 3 thirds. 3 thirds make 1 whole. And this gives us a total of 4 thirds. 4 thirds, which we usually say it is 4/3 as our improper fraction for 1/3. Again, thinking about it in terms of visuals, we are thinking of 2 circles here because 1/3 will be a mixed fraction in between 0 and 2, whole number. So we are thinking of 2 circles here, and the first circle will represent the 1. And that 1, if we partition each of these circles into 3 equal sizes. Why? Because the denominator of this mixed fraction is 3. That means that whatever we assign the value of 1 will be partitioned to 3 equal parts. That's what the denominator tells us. And therefore, in this case, for 1/3, in 1, we are interested with the 3 thirds, which make 1 whole. And in the second circle, we are just interested with only 1 third. And that's what gives us in total 4 thirds, which is simply 4/3, the improper fraction of 1/3.